we may need to put out an APB on Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard. If you remember, ever since she got this new PR firm, we haven't seen her. She did that one live. She hasn't really been posting ever since, the last post she made on TikTok was her talking about her small shirt and showing how big a small shirt is. And then, like I said, we seen her on this one live. And that's where she did her apology, her fake apology, let's say, for not really being there when she battled her friend, Cal Rocky. She just put up a picture during the battle and expected people to just gift her, even though she was not physically there. And it turns out she had told Cal Rocky that she couldn't be there because she had a sore throat. Cal Rocky said that during the battle, that Gypsy wasn't there because she had a sore throat. But then, in Gypsy's apology, surprise, surprise, we got a different story. We got a story that she had a bad migraine and what she thinks was vertigo. I know, what a surprise. Gypsy caught in another lie. Who would have thought it, huh? That's all she does is lie. So anyways, now she has disappeared again. Her account is gone off of TikTok. Gone. Completely gone. And so is Ken Urker's. Strange. Did the PR firm tell her to take it down? I don't have IG, so I don't know if her account is still there. I don't know. I know on YT, on the tube, she's still there. She has both her family channel and her podcast channel. She's done nothing with the podcast channel in 3 weeks now. Now you would think the PR firm, since they're supposed to be helping her to find sponsors, but who would want to sponsor a schmurderer? I have no idea. But don't you think you'd be trying to, keep pushing this, coming soon. We're in the process of working on this. We haven't, just keep maybe once every 2 weeks or something, put some kind of like a community post up on the YouTube or throw up a quick video. Just, we're working hard to bring you this podcast. What is this PR firm really doing? I mean, I do like the fact that I believe they're telling her to stay offline. I do like that part of it. And she, the last we've seen from her on the family channel was yesterday or the day before. I don't quite remember. She posted a picture of some skincare, and she says she's loving this like skincare routine. She's been using this, I wrote it down here, Medicube. She's been using these Medicube products. I've never heard of them, but, I'm not into all that fancy skin routine. If it don't come from Dollar Tree, I don't know nothing about it, So anyways, she says how she is loving these Medicube products, and she makes sure at the bottom of this community post on YT, she makes sure to put that this is not a sponsored post. She just likes the product. Because she knows if it's sponsored, that everybody is going to contact this Medicube and, and would more than likely take the sponsorship back from her. Just like the last time when she did this Korean hair care for the hair growth. Now, she claims it wasn't sponsored, but on the video, she had it clearly marked as a paid partnership. So why would she put paid partnership if it wasn't? But anyways, this company had her remove the video because nobody wants to be associated with a mommy schmurderer. Plain and simple. Now, I found this very strange. If you notice, Gypsy hasn't even been hanging around her cult members very often. We haven't seen her, the two biggest ones. We have Bree. It seems Bree has really backed up from Gypsy. Because if you remember for a while there, Bree was going so hard for Gypsy. She was constantly on these lives defending her, trying to debunk this, debunk that. But in the end, she was looking like a fool because she couldn't calmly try to get her point across. She just wanted to yell and scream at people that had a different viewpoint than her. Nobody's going to listen to you if you can't calmly, get your point across. And that's what Bree would get so heated because she was so passionate. And then we have Sheena, or Big Sheen. Now, I really think Big Sheen is in love with Gypsy. I really do. Because now she's the one we see going on these lives constantly, talking about how great Gypsy is and trying to debunk all these rumors and this and that. But Sheena Are you ready for what she did? This is a grown, straight woman, mind you. She's married. She got Gypsy Rose Blanchard's initials tattooed on her arm. On her forearm, like right here, on her forearm, tattooed. GRB, and it says an X3 times 3 because it's for all three. It's for all three of them. Her, Bree, and Gypsy. And she had this tattooed right over her vein, she says, because the vein is your lifeline. And it's the blood, and they are all blood. All three of them, they are blood. That is weird. I don't care. If I have a best friend, I don't care how long I've been friends with her or whatever, I'm not going to tattoo her name or her initials on my body. I mean, maybe I would get a matching tattoo with a good friend, but I'm not going to put their initials on my body like I'm in love with them. And then, what was Sheena's husband saying about this? That's weird. It makes absolutely no sense at all. Why? And then it appears, and I can't be 100% sure on this, it looks like they got the tattoo wrong. It looks like instead of GRB, it looks like GBR. So not only do you get this tattoo, but it's looking like, it might have just been how she was showing it that it looked that way and the camera angles, and I'm confused. But if you get a chance, look at it and let me know. But Gypsy does not go hard like this for Sheena. We don't see Gypsy standing up for Sheena when, say, they're all on Sir Morbid over on YT. You know, Sir Morbid had these horrible pictures up, saying that's what Gypsy's baby was going to look like. And now all of a sudden, you know, and he was so against Gypsy. Now he's pro Gypsy. He's so for Gypsy. She's wearing a T-shirt advertising this man that made fun of her unborn child. If she had a child, which I don't believe she did, but that's neither here nor there right now. So people will be talking about Sheena. Gypsy doesn't open her mouth and stand up for Sheena. She doesn't open her mouth and stand up for Bree. She does not care about those two girls. She doesn't stand up for them. You know, you could say anything to them. You could badmouth them right to her face, and she'd probably agree with you if nobody was around. But this woman can't see that. It's weird. The only thing I can think is Sheena and Gypsy, they're cut from the same cloth because Sheena has repeatedly admitted that she has these intrusive, homicidal thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. She has them quite often, she says. And she has to sit and, you know, get out of that frame of mind. And Sheena was apparently involved in some sort of a violent crime like that. So I believe it was a husband, ex-husband or something, committed murder. So, birds of a feather, you know what they say.